So guys, welcome to another section of this course. We're going to discuss about market structure today. So market structure, the market goes into three different directions. When trading, you'll see the market go into three different directions. First one, we have uptrend. That means the market is going up. You have downtrend and you have sideways or ranging markets, right? Or otherwise known as consolidation. But in this course, we're not overcomplicate nothing. We're trying to break this down in the simplest way a person can understand down to a child. So you have up, down, and sideways, and that are the three ways the market moves. So think of the market like a game of tug and war. One side are buyers that push the price up. The other side consists of sellers that push the price down, and price move depending on who is stronger. So anybody in the market that is stronger, if buyers are more in the market will go up. If sellers are more in the market will go down. And if buyers and sellers don't know what to do in the market, then the market will consolidate or move sideways. So an uptrending market, it consists of highs, higher high, higher lows, right? So in an uptrending market, we have higher high, and the HH represents higher high, and we have higher lows. It breaks, it creates a higher high, so price goes up, then it pull back to create a lower high, then it goes up, it creates a higher high, pull back down, creates a lower high, because this low is higher than the previous low. Then it goes up, create a higher high because this high is higher than the previous high. Then it will pull back down, create a higher low because this high is higher than the previous low, and then a higher high because this high is higher than the previous high, and a higher low because it is higher than the previous low. So you're climbing the ladder, the low is getting higher and the high is getting higher. So we're going up a stairs. So the further you go up, the higher they become. Alright? So as I stated, the uptrend represents that buyers are in control in the market. Buyers are more in the market than sellers. The next one we have now is downtrending markets, right? Downtrend market now, we have low, a higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower highs, right? In this market, we have a low, then a lower high, then a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So imagine price drop. When price drops, it bounces back a little. The ball bounces, then it drops a little further. Then the ball bounces, then it drops a little further. Then the ball bounces, drop, bounce back up, drop, bounce back up, drop. So this is how the market moves, creating lower lows and lower highs. I don't know why we keep on mix up higher highs and higher lows, but on the seat in front of on the lower highs and lower lows. This is how the market moves. Just imagine you bouncing a ball. The more you bounce it down one step, it gets lower and lower and lower and lower. So you bounce the ball down, it come back in your hand, it go down further, down the step, it come back, bounce back up, come down, bounce back up, come down, bounce back up, come down. So this is how the market moves, guys, creating lower highs and lower lows, because this lower high, this one is lower than this one is lower than this one, and then this high is lower than this high, so we call them lower high because the highs are getting lower and the low are getting lower. Simple that. The highs are getting lower and the lows are getting lower. So lower lows and lower highs. So now we must get this by now, write this down in our book and just know say this is how downtrend move and sellers them in a control here. And then the sideways market now, the price moves between a resistance and a support, which we don't reach this yet. So don't even try confusing yourself as yet. So just know that the price, it just moves sideways. It just a bounce. It just a bounce between the ceiling and the floor. Consider this the ceiling. Consider this your roof. It's your roof. And consider this the floor. And they have a ball, it bounces. then it come back to the floor, then it go back to the roof, then it come back to the floor, then it go back to the roof, and it come back to the floor, to the roof. So we call this resistance. Hey, we call this resistance. Call this line resistance, and this one down here is called support. So support is like a floor. It can't go any further. And resistance, when something is resisting, that means it can't go any higher. And when something is support, I mean it cannot go any lower. So the price is just going to bounce between a resistance and a support. So resistance, it's unable to go higher. Support is unable to go lower. So I hope you guys understand this, and we're going to go in depth now into market structure. So just know that a sideways arranging market, it has no clear direction. It's just confusion in the market, and you stay away from this type of market. Stay away from this market. Even though it's going to be tempting to trade every day, you don't need to trade every day. So just stay away from this market. Don't go there. Move. Danger. Don't go there. You will lose the money here. So you understand? Yeah. Guys, all right. So now we're going to go in depth into market structure. Let you guys have a little bit more understanding of how price actually moves. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw up with downtrend. First, we're going to deal with the downtrend. We're going to deal with the seller them. We are going to deal with the sellers them out there. So, right here so. Come make we list it out. First, we are going to mark up a chart. We're going to talk about the lows and the lower highs. So, first thing, let us draw up our lower lows and lower highs. So, lows and lower highs. And guys, I'm not pretty up nothing. I give you as it is, as how me understand it. Cause when me did just first start trade, me wish somebody did teach me trading like this simple. You understand? I did so many courses. Big up to Kimba, who make trading did easier for me. Long right? Because remember, you know, we have lower lows and we have lower high. Lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. Uno must get this by now. Alright? So now I'm going to go a little bit in depth and explain how this moves. You know? We're going to go in depth and explain how this moves. But when we stay it up here, so say when the market is in a downtrend, it will bounce back and goes down even more. It's going to go down even further. So the ball bounce, it creates a low. Because you have to create a low before you can create a lower high. So first, we create the low. This even not even supposed to be lower low. This is supposed to be a low. And this up here now supposed to be a high. So we have the high, we have a low. So price push down creates a low, right? Then price push back up right around here. Price push up come right here and it creates a lower high because this low higher than this low. You see, once price breaks right here, so the previous low, it has to break the previous low that it creates to create a lower low or a new low, right? So this new low, it has to break this previous low right here to create a new low. When price break right this low right here, right, it's going to create something called a break of structure. Break of structure, or you can call it BOS. Break of structure. Right? Right here, so it's called a break of structure. I'm just explaining what market structure is. When we move over to the strategy that I trade, we're going to call the candlestick that breaks something else. But let's not focus on this because I don't want to confuse y'all. This now is called a break of structure, and we're going to put BOS in the bracket. So you guys know, say BOS in the bracket, it is a break of structure. So when you're in a one downtrend, in order for price go further, in order for price go down further, for show you say in a one downtrend, it have to break the previous low. For show you say sellers still in the market, sellers them not done with. So it has to break the previous low. So when price break the previous low now, it creates a lower low. You say, okay, sellers still in the market, still have opportunity to sell the market, right? But before that, no, it has to come back and retest it and create a lower high. So it will go retest where the buyers are at to see if there's any buyers in the market. Because if buyers was in the market, the price would push past this, and whenever price push past this level and create something like that, we know that there is no more sellers in the market. All right? Hope I get that. Hope me not confused, hope me not lost. So once price I go come back and test right here, so if you see, all right, there was a level of sellers right here. Because sellers push down the market, so it's showing us say their sellers then strong in the market. So when price push down, you're going to have it push down a level and reach a level of buyers. The buyers try to push up the market to see if buyers in the market are stronger than the sellers. However, when they push up, it fail. They feel like they can't go no further, and them reach a level of strong sellers now, and the sellers push down the market, and it's going to reach here again. It's going to reach right here again, and it's going to create another what? Another break of structure. Another break of structure, and show you that more sellers in the market, more opportunity did they for me sell whichever pair me I trade, cause it break the previous low. So once it break the previous low, you know, say, all right, sellers in the market, me good, I can sell the market. So once it doesn't break a lower high, once it doesn't break this and come up here, come break this and pass this level, we're good. We know say sellers are still in control of the market once it does not break this previous lower high. You see that downtrend, once you don't break the previous lower highs, you're good. But once you keep on breaking lower lows, you know that there is a lot of sellers in the market and money I make. Yeah, sell the market, money I make. So once you don't break a lower high, once you don't break past this, once price don't break past the previous one, we're no good. When you know say sellers still in control. So I hope you guys understand that part. I hope replay it over and over until you get it. So just know say once price break a previous low, it creates a break of structure. Price continue push down previous low. Showing us say sellers strong in the market, price continue push down. Break the previous low, sellers in the market, continue push down. Once it doesn't break the previous high, the previous lower high, which this would be the previous one. Once this lower one that retest does not break this, then you know that there's no buyers in the market because price will continue to go down. But it could have come right here, so price could have come right here, so it will go drop back because sellers are still strong in the market. You understand? So write this down. Write down whatever I said in the simplest way that you understand it, and you guys will understand the simplest way to understand it. Yeah. So I'm go over this again. You have a high, you have a low, a lower high, because this high is lower than this high. You see? It's lower. Then you have a lower high because this high right here is lower than this high. And this high is lower than this high. And you have a low, you have a lower low because this low right here is lower than this low. And this low is lower than this low. All right. When price break the previous low right here, it's showing you that more sellers are in the market than buyers. So price is going to continue to push down, right? It will retest to see if there's any buyers in the market to see if price won't go up. Eventually it retests, creates a lower high and fail because there's not enough buyers in the market. Buyers are not stronger than sellers. It comes down and break the previous low right here that it created, right here. Once it breaks it and go down, it will create a lower low. It will come and retest it and create a lower high. And once it breaks it again, it shows that sellers are in control of the what? Of the market. So write this down. This is the in-depth of market structure downtrend. Let me put downtrend because it's a good one. Downtrend market. Alright, I'll big it up and put in a red. The reason why I'm color code these things I want to understand, because when you go up on MetaTrader 5, the candlesticks them is red and green. However, me customize mine in whichever color me like. So downtrend market means seller. Sellers. People them who love to sell, yeah, only in a control right here. So and the people them who love sell things, the entrepreneur them out them there. So we're gonna go over now to the people them, the consumer, the one them will love to buy things and then get like money so they start buy. So we have the sellers them want to love to make money. Understand, the sellers them love to make money because them are sell things and them are bringing profits. And we have the buyers them now. We'll go over to the buyers them. Alright. So over here now, come up with draw up the chart. How the buyers want go. It starts from the bottom, up, 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 up. Alright. We'll put she in a green. So you can remember say this is an uptrend. Color code green. Alright. So we're going to start from the bottom, right? When we are the uptrend, we start from the bottom. So we have a low, then we have a high, then we have a low, higher low, and then we have a higher high. Higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low. When the uptrend is happening, we start from the bottom and show you say we are go up top. So we are climb up one step, we are climb one ladder, you know. You understand? And when you climb one step, the step get higher and higher. But when you come down one step, it get lower and lower. Which you do not have about lower and lower because we're done with downtrend now. We are explaining about uptrend, which is higher highs and higher lows. So we have a low, we have a high. We have a high. Then we'll have a lower high because this low right here is higher than the low, the previous low. Then we have a higher low because this low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low. This high is higher than this high. This high is higher than this high. This high is higher than this high. This low is higher than this low. Wanna get it? Alright, I don't know what else we're going on now. We're going into break of what? A break of structure. We're going to explain what is a break of what? Structure. That's a break of structure. because we have buyers in control. Buyers are in control. So once price, right, breaks a previous high, use my black pencil, break a previous high, right? Once it breaks this high and push higher, buyers are in control. It's going to come down and test if there's any sellers. Once it doesn't break and go below this previous low, once it doesn't break and go below this, then we know, say, buyers in a control. So once it come midway, so don't get afraid when you're in the market and you see price start push back and it come here. So I want to see this. The sellers are pushed down. And I said, Lord God, me I jump out of the trade because the trade are reverse. The trade have to make a higher low in order for it to make a higher high. The trade have to reverse if you go higher. The trade have to reverse to go higher. I can't remember me telling you to say the market create higher highs and higher lows. So in order for it to create a higher high, it have to make a higher low. It have to go back down and create a higher low in order to make a higher high. So once price continue to break higher highs, buyers are in control. Higher highs, buyers are in control. Higher highs, buyers are in control. The only time you know that there is no more buyers in control is when price do a thing like a this now. And this is called a change of character. So let's go over here. Once price do something like this right here. It breaks a previous higher low. Once price break a previous higher low, guess what? Sellers are now in control. Once price breaks a previous higher what? A higher low, sellers are now in control. There is no more buyers in control. And this that happens right here, this breaking line that I have right over here. This break line that I have right here. This is called a change of character. A change of character. Change of character. Right, yeah, so. Because if price is going, if we say price, when price in an uptrend, it creates higher highs and higher lows, right? And then you see price breaks a lower high. Why you feel like you still in the market? Come out the market because price is now showing you that, Miss Sir, I do not want to go up any further. Sellers take over and sellers are now in control. So it changes the character. Sellers take over the market. Let me even put this in a red. Sellers are now in control. So if you're in a trade and you enter the trade here, once you see this happens where price breaks a higher low, exit the market because sellers are now in control of the market. And I'm going to go over to the charts and show you guys everything. Yeah, so when we just teach you, I go over to the charts and show you exactly what we just teach you to say. So remember, if you don't understand, go over the video over and over again until you understand. I try my best to break this down as simple as I can. Me is not a teacher, but I pray to God for him help me to teach you to the simplest way ever. That's why I color code everything so you can understand. You understand me? Because as I'm telling you, about 2 years now, I did a struggle in trading and the game has finally changed and I just want to teach you. So now we'll go over to the charts. However, you're going to see my charts a different color. I probably just do it on volatility and show you with me. Oh, this look different now. This a red and green. This a chart here in a red and green. See how this look different? Like it look confusing. Really confusing. So I'm going to go over this now. This I want uptrend. Why? A high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Let me change this to a color that y'all can see. Which color I put this in? I know. This should have be one zoom in, so I can't communicate with them, but then can't bother with that. Can't bother with that. So I don't have the time, honestly. Cause I mean, I heard probably can't see the yellow. Yeah, no, black. Yeah, black. All right, so we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, a higher high. Make me, you know what? Make me write it up. So we have a high, a low. Oh Lord, this not for there. So people, this not for there. So hold on. So we have a low. Cho. Look at him, man. Look here. Okay. Why did this keep come off? Anyways. So we have a high, a lower high, oh shoot, it's not lower high, a higher low, and a higher high. All right, so we have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. See where the wick is? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Wanna see it? Wanna see it? So we'll explain the breaker structure now. So am I going to use? Let's use this. No. Let's use this. So price breaks this structure. It creates a higher high, right? Then breaks this. It creates a higher high. It could have little subtle. You see how it little? You see how it little right here, so? You see how it little? Because it will price it there, it break. It's still a higher high, a higher low, a higher low. All right? A higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. These now break off structure, creating price push up. Once price breaks, price push up. See? Break off structure, price push up. It create forms a lower high, a higher low. Breaks, forms a higher low, a higher high. It breaks, it come back down, it forms a what? A higher low, then a higher high. Guess what is forming here? A higher low. So you see, as long as price don't break right here, as long as price don't break this previous higher low, put that in red. As long as price don't break this previous high low, we still consider the market to be bullish. Okay? So what would happen if price breaks here? Price breaks here, it comes under, it retests, then price continues to push down. But what I am waiting to see is for price to not do that, but to just come midway, create a lower high, and then continue to push up. So the market is not going to always be like how I draw it on the book. This is how it looks in reality, in real life. So you know the green candlestick, they represent buyers. As you can see, when every green candlestick will push, guess what? Them big. You see? Them big. Look, them big. The red candlestick little. They little. Show you say less sellers in the market. Which me not trade based off candlestick, but the green candlestick them show you say, yeah man, a lot of buyers are in control. Because you can see the green candlestick them, look at this one. Buyers. You see? Buyers. But the red candlestick them little. They're little. So anytime price breaks a level, look. Price breaks this high, big green candlestick. Price breaks this higher high, big green candlestick. Price breaks this higher high, big green candlestick. When that show no, buyers are in control. Buyers are in control. Let's sing it. The buyers are in control. All right, so let us look for a downtrending market. Guys, I know I'm crazy, but whatever. Seeing to guys, the lower I go up on this time frame, the more complicated it looks. All right, perfect right here. Uptrend. We have an uptrend. You see, it's creating higher highs, higher low. Then guess what, guys? We have a level of consolidation where price is just confused, and then a downtrend where price is pushing down, creating lower lows and lower highs. So this is a perfect example. So let's zoom in and show you exactly what made the attack say. All right, we're going to get our path. This thing is called a path. This thing. See this thing on name path. We get it, and we're going to draw up with higher highs and higher lows now. So boop, bop, boops, bop. All right, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher highs. All right. We draw with your break of structure, 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 break of structure. Higher lows. Price is making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Highs. So the red one is higher highs and the green one is higher lows. You see price come back and break this higher lows. It doesn't break the previous higher highs, higher lows. I don't know why I chat shit, you know. Once it doesn't break the previous higher lows, then we know in an uptrend is a level of consolidation. Put this in blue because over this one, over the notes part, we did have it in blue, right? Blue, 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 blue. Blue, blue. So this is what we're seeing when price is consolidating. So it has high, low, high, lower high, low, higher high, low, lower high. It come out, fake out, forms a high, low. Like this is big confusion. We stay away from here. Stay away from this. All right. So now let us zoom out. We zoom out right here. Remember when I said that once price breaks the previous higher low, once price doesn't break it, we still consider bearish. Guess what? Right here now, price change character. You see? Right here. Where's my arrow? Right here. See, this was a previous higher low. It breaks through it and it forms a lower low. It forms a lower low, then a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. So now we're in a bearish trend. Downtrend starts. the downtrend start right here. So right where we have the what? The change of character. Remember that? The change of character. Change of character, because my one still on the same. Once price don't break a previous higher low, see break it? You see the candlestick push under it? Change of character. Price is no longer in an uptrend. It's now showing you, okay, I'm in a downtrend, because this was once the last higher low. Then it breaks and it forms a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right, same low. This will do happen, a little bit of consolidation, then it forms. You see how far it come from a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Wanna see it? Let me zoom out. Use my part. See? Low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Consolidation. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Creates a break of structure. Price breaks here. It creates a break of structure and it creates a lower low. Still maintaining lower high. That breaks of structure. It creates a lower low. Still maintaining lower highs. Still maintaining lower highs. You see? Lower low again. Lower low. Still have the lower highs. Lower low. All right. Again, guess what happened here? You see this high? The lower high? The lower highs, guys, it breaks. What happened now? A change of character. A change of character happened in the market. A change of character. Change of character here. You see? Because price breaks the previous lower highs. And price is now telling you sellers weak out. Sellers them weak out now. Sellers them weak out, yeah. Sellers them weak. See? Buyers are in control. It comes now, it creates a what? It creates a higher low, then a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. Guys, and this continues. So I hope you all understand market structure. Go on your market, practice this, mark up on the charts them, because we are going to explain resistance and support, because that is a term what we use for these things. You see me, this is resistance, this is support. This is a term that we use, but I don't want to use term that is going to confuse y'all. All right, so this was a perfect example of uptrend consolidation happened and then a change in downtrend. So once you see the market start consolidate like what happened here, so normally call it say 60-50% of the time the market will go reverse. The market will go in the opposite direction. So if they're going to uptrend and you see markets are consolidate, want to just come out of the market, because right there, so you reach a level of confusion and them don't know what they want to do. So when you see price push past the previous higher low and it changed the character, then you know, say yes, it is time for me to exit. Please leave in the comment section on my TikTok if you watch the video on market structure and if you understand, so I can know even if I make this a little bit simpler, which I don't know which simpler I can make this phone understand. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video, and this is me, this is my personality. I just want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys understand. Hopefully someday in the future I can consider doing a Zoom. I feel like I would really I feel like I would really, 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 really enjoy that, you know? Yeah, so. But the one thing me not like with Zoom, too much people ask so much question, and then that will probably bring me fed up. Yeah. But I'm more going to one-on-one, wishing that wouldn't be free, but I'm not discussing about that right now. I don't think I'd ever go there, but let's see. Don't know what the future holds. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. As I said, make sure say you go up on the charts, mark it up. Because if you don't understand market structure, you're not going to understand ICC, you're not going to understand indication, correction, and continuation. If you don't understand market structure plays a majority roles in understanding ICC, because it is just using different term to explain what ICC is, but it just has a lot to do with market structure. All right, so this video is very important, so make sure you go study, because that they always say if no one go to the nose of a run, so go and go run in the nose. Anyways, see you guys in my next video. Bye.